Yo. Once again, we're back. This is With Just Messengers podcast. I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
We back in the building. It's Do Work Media Sundays. Of course, we couldn't do without my dog on the boards, Drew Money.
How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good.
Feeling good, man. It's a good weekend.
It's a beautiful day outside.
It's been chilling and whatnot.
Finally got this rain up out of here.
Rain went away. So, we in the building, man. What's going on with y'all?
I'm good, man. You're good. How y'all temperature, man? How y'all temperature?
Good, man. Just chilling. Got me a little OJ.
Little OJ with anything or just we ain't taking
Got a little brown in them. Just a little bit.
OJ and Brown?
Yeah, we had OJ and Hennessy before.
Come on, man.
Oh, you haven't had that, but
I never heard of that. I never heard of OJ and Lily.
it's a good little mix.
Don't let Twitter find that out. You know they like to shit on Hennessy. All of a sudden.
Twitter is 90% new niggas anyway, so I don't really care about their opinion like that.
I feel you. I want to start this podcast off with something a little different today. So I had a tweet yesterday that sparked a lot of people was texting me, having a conversation about. So I was like, you can never love somebody unconditionally. Only your child can get that. So then, people was stating their view on it. So I just wanted to basically break down what I meant by that. So I don't think a lot of people get caught up in the term unconditional love and just think that, like, if everything's going good, like I can love this person unconditionally, right?
Right.
But that's not what that means. Unconditional means under any circumstances. Not subject to change. So could you honestly say when it comes to another partner that you can love that person unconditionally? If you could think of the worst shit that person can do, could you love them unconditionally?
Like how bad we talking though? Like
Any. That's any circumstances.
And you'd have to say no then, like, because if somebody did you like extremely wrong, then it's like you don't have to hate them, but it's like it'll never be the same again. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta. I mean,
And that's due to what? A condition, right?
it's a condition, yeah.
So somebody was telling me yesterday. I asked somebody yesterday, I'm like, so if this person slept with your daddy, would you still love them unconditionally? This person told me yes, but I wouldn't be in love with them anymore. How can you still be in love with somebody and that still be, how can you not be in love with somebody anymore and that still be unconditional?
Because I mean, like being in love with somebody,
It's not the same?
it's like that's like on an intimate level though. Like you can still like, all right, like I can like I love you as my nigga, like you my dog. You know what I'm saying? That don't. So like, all right, if you did something with one of my girls or somebody I was talking to, like you still my dog, but like I know that you chopped one of my girls, like you know what I'm saying. But it's not like I hate you or nothing. Like you just, it is what it is. Like you still my dog. Like I'm not gonna put a girl relationship over my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I still got love for you as my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It sound good.
Bro, like if all right,
It sound good. If a woman slept with your daddy, the woman you love,
the woman I love, oh hell no,
you would not be in love with her anymore.
nah.
Okay, so love also includes being in, if there's no way impossible that you could tell me that, oh, yeah, I wouldn't be in love with her anymore, but I would still love her unconditionally. No, you don't, because you would still be in love with her.
Yeah, because if you loved her, it
wouldn't matter that she slept with your daddy.
She slept with your dad, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
Somebody trying to tell me being in love is not the same thing as unconditional love. I'm like, how? When it comes to a partner, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I can see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Like your child could do the worst, whatever you could think of your child.
Yes, I still gotta be there for my child though, like
because your child has a connection to you that no other human being can ever have.
yeah.
That's why unconditional love is not subjective to everybody. It's not. It would even be to me, loving somebody unconditionally is not even healthy, because people want to box it into certain scenarios, but it means any circumstances. It means any circumstances. Of course, you'd be like, "Oh, Mike, that's wild." But I'm just saying, of course, and let's even talk about love, for instance, right? Nobody is openly just giving love to anybody. No sane human being is just openly giving love to anybody. It's a reason why. It's a reason why I gained a love for you. Keyword reason. You just don't walk into to a girl and you be like, "Oh yeah, I love you." What's the reason why you develop love for this woman? That's not to say now you can love somebody and not expect something in return. That's different. If I tell you I love you, I don't expect to hear it back, or I expect to gain something back.
Right.
You gain love for that person due to a connection, how they may treat you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just how y'all vibe, how y'all connect. Mainly more so how you connect and vibe. But if a person change, you gonna tell me you gonna
the condition change based off that other person's actions. And where y'all at.
Somebody try to tell me my love is not determined off somebody else's actions. That shit sound good, but it's not realistic, bruh.
You can all right. Your love can't be played based off another person's actions. Meaning,
true, it can't.
You still gonna go into a situation wanting to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like you still gonna show your love. You know what I'm saying? But even that got its restrictions because you can only love to a certain accord.
And that's a condition.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? That's still a condition. Like
exactly.
I can't keep pouring into you, and it's not. And we just spilling the shit all over the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, I gotta watch how much I'm pouring into you. You know what I'm saying? I'ma still love you to a certain degree, but I can't waste all my love on you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if we not pouring the same type of energy into each other, then that's a one-way street. Like that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? To me.
That's what I'm saying. So when you say that, it's like, oh my gosh, like that like somebody gonna tell me that's because you never experienced that. I said, bro, that's not the case at all, dog. It's not the case. Like it's just unfathomed to think it because everybody think it's just this. Unconditional love is just not love within itself, bro. It entails a lot of things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It entails a lot of things. I can love you and not love you unconditionally. But if you was to change throughout time or you did something, no, I can't. No. Nobody can do that. You can have that for your child, though. Here's another thing, because somebody said this yesterday. I seen people not love their child due to whatever. They might have had a sex change or whatever. I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm not saying kids don't receive unconditional. I'm saying they're the only ones who can receive it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't happen for every kid, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
a kid is the only one capable of receiving unconditional love.
I get what you're saying.
Like facts. Even
unfortunately, a lot of kids don't receive unconditional love.
Even pets. Your dog, cat, whatever you may have, you'll love your pet, your dog unconditionally. But I think a lot of people just take unconditional love and, because they might say certain values. Like, I'm not shooting down nobody's, like, but you really have to sit down and think what unconditional love means, bro. Like, you really got to think about it. I can't honestly say that regardless of what anything you might do, I can love you unconditionally. No. I can't do that.
Yeah, because anything could be anything.
Anything. I'm just strictly going off of what the definition is. And that's what I said, dog. You don't get to change what the definition is. You have unconditional and you have love. You put unconditional in front of love. Affection for a person. So you mean regardless of anything, you'll still maintain that same, regardless of what they do?
I don't know. Because a nigga can do anything and I'm just supposed to be like, well, that's still my dog, but nah, man, it don't work like that.
Part of love is how you display it too.
Right. So you gotta think, if somebody really loves you like that, would they do anything to you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I asked the same person. I said, so you still love your ex unconditionally? Yes. No. You can't, bro. There's no way you can't.
I don't love none of my exes, bro. I'm keeping a buck with you, bro. Like, I don't love none of them. I was about to disrespect them just now. I don't love none of them, boy. Like, we cool. Like, we can be cool, but
no, you can love them. but unconditional love.
Oh no.
You still love your ex?
If you say love, like it's still love there, but it ain't no
Unconditional, right?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
'Cause unconditional, we will still be together.
Thank you. That's my point. This person really gonna try, and this is a person who's in a whole nother relationship now. So how does that even sound?
Yeah. Because if it was unconditional, we would have never been able to break up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like
There's no way you can not be with somebody and still have unconditional love for them. That's not that. That's just love. You could love somebody and not be with that person. But to have unconditional love, you would have never broke up with that person. Because what was the reason? Unconditional means...
Condition was the reason.
Exactly. A condition is the reason why y'all not together.
I get what you're saying.
You can't sit up here and honestly tell me that you still got unconditional love for your ex. No, you do not. You can't. There's no way you can't. I just thought that was an interesting conversation, man. And if anybody want to disagree, I'd be willing to have that conversation on the podcast. You know, it's nothing.
We should have a.
We have a woman up here.
Yeah, a woman and a man, like different. Yeah.
Come on up here. We had this discussion because I really could break this down. It's just like
an unbiased like relationship episode, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's just like no, dog, I can't even imagine, dog. It's like nah. Like I know my mom got unconditional love for me. You see what I'm saying? I know that.
But
her child.
You're her child though. Like,
exactly.
No matter how old you are, you're still her child. Like
exactly. And you would feel the same way about Milo.
Yeah.
That's why I really want that. I would ask you because you're a person who has a child. You see what I'm saying? So
there's nothing she can do that I would be like, nah, I can't fuck with her no more. Like that don't even sound right saying that. Like
exactly. Even though you could think of the worst shit, it's like no, like she crossed me, she betrayed me, but
that's still my
daughter. You can't because she has a connection to you that nobody else can ever have. Nobody else can ever have. They tell a woman all the time, yeah, I love you, but and I don't think no woman can honestly tell me that she could love me unconditionally. Because if I was do the worst shit ever to you, there's no way you would love Michael the same. There's no way possible.
She would still love you, but it would never be the same, though. Like,
no. It wouldn't be unconditional.
No, I feel you.
It would. That's just crazy to think. Because if that was the case, then nobody would ever break up. Everybody would always stay together.
Yeah, you would still be with your first love, like your very, very first love, like you know what I'm saying, or at least the one you thought was your that first one you think like, damn, like you know what I'm saying, like.
I think it's just an unreasonable standard to hold when it comes to love, when it comes to somebody, bro. Like really think about it because we was always pushed. Even as a child, like even when we saw certain movies or, we saw people get married and they say, oh, I could have unconditional love. And it's like, bro, that shit is not real. It's not. Just to have unconditional love for
that
somebody.
That kind of open up a whole nother conversation.
It do.
Yeah.
It's do, but it's an honest conversation to have.
Yeah.
And that's not to say you question somebody's love, like separate the two. You can love somebody with the fullest extent of your heart. I'm just talking about unconditionally.
Right.
That's not to say if she gets sick or she got a disorder or something like that. Things happen. I'm not talking about that. But what I'm saying is any. So you just can't take away certain things to fit a scenario.
Right.
You got to include everything. You know how they teach us that God loves you regardless of anything? God has unconditional love. I believe that. Because he created you. Or she. Whatever you may believe in. So, of course, if you create something, you're going to have unconditional love for that person, i.e. a child.
No, you're right. I wouldn't argue that. You're right. It makes sense.
Yeah. Like that's to say, I don't even know how I would react. I don't even know how I would react if a woman was to tell me that. I'd be like, you honestly believe that? I probably would ask. How would you react if a woman told you that?
What I just did, like, just not chuckle because that shit not real. Like, a woman feel like she can't love you unconditional, she gonna let you know either way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the minute something go left with her, you will know because that shit she'll let you know that shit not the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, A woman telling me that she got unconditional love, like it sound good. But we know the truth, like
It's the reason why she fell in love with you anyway, or she gained a love for you anyway.
right. So if it's not like that no more, she's gonna let you know, like, and that being the condition.
That being the condition, bro. Yeah, facts.
It sound good though, like you know what I'm
No,
saying.
it really do. And I felt like even throughout my life, like growing up and seeing all that, I was like, bro, like that shit is really like on some fairy tale type shit, bro.
Do you think like a lot of people still hold on to like all right? So when you growing up, like you kind of like see like the whole like fairy tale love story like growing up. Do you think a lot of people carry those expectations on until they adult dating life?
100%.
I think I see that a lot too.
100%. I don't.
It's kind of it's very unrealistic. Like you know what I'm saying. Like
This is not even gender specific.
no, it's not. That's why I said that. I didn't say man.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
yeah.
that you did, but I'm saying that to bring up my next point. So, because I used to believe in that. I used to believe in the fairy tale life. The first love you have that will be your love for the rest of your life.
Big cap.
Get together, get married, have kids. You would never see another woman. I used to say that to myself. If I'm in love with you, I don't see nobody else.
Picket fence.
Picket fence, kids, great job.
Everyday sunny dog and shit.
All that shit. I used to believe in that because that was the image that was portrayed.
Swinging in a tree and shit.
Yeah, that shit is not real. And I think a lot of people do carry that over.
They still
A lot of women, as much as they want to portray the, savage lifestyle, a lot of y'all want to be wives. Niggas too. A lot of y'all not built for that savage lifestyle. A lot of y'all want to be husbands.
That bed get cold at night, nah.
Yeah, facts.
That bed get cold at night.
Nobody wants to die alone, bro.
Hey.
And I don't care if you got multiple women around. I believe you can love multiple people, but you do not want to die alone.
It's only so much that weighted blanket can do.
Facts.
It's only so much that weighted blanket can do. No, hey, that's the real shit. Like, no cap, for real.
No, that's real shit, and that's why. See, you got to think about it. Why you think a lot of people so hesitant to open up themselves with love due to conditions that they had in previous relationships? Because if that was the case, then you would be doing it freely.
It's
for
the reason
everybody.
why a lot of people like at my age and around my age, they be saying like I only got a couple more relationships left in me. Like
it's not even.
You know
It's
what
like
I'm saying?
I take me and you for example, right? Me and you, them type of niggas, like we don't let our previous relationships hinder us from believing in love, right?
Right.
Does that mean that me and you are willingly just off the rip gonna give a woman love?
Hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no.
That's something that has to be earned. But unconditional love is not something that you earn. It's an automatic thing. Automatic. No hesitation.
You don't got to think on that.
You don't got to think on that. You gain a connection. You gain a connection with somebody, bruh. That's why I don't believe. I used to believe in love at first sight. That's not real. That's more so an infatuation, bruh.
Yeah, that's like some lustful type shit.
Yeah, you have to get to know somebody.
Cause you can look at someone and be like, damn, and then she talking, you be like, off one sentence, you be like, all right,
Real shit.
for real.
Yeah, but I do. Back to your question though. Yeah, I believe a lot of people carry those expectations into adulthood.
I feel that's something that a lot of people need to let go, man. Like this shit, we in a different field right now, man. This field is real.
That's why I don't believe that you can expect to get everything out of one person either.
That's another
That's
conversation
not fair.
too, because it's like
That's not fair to ask somebody to do that.
So you saying? Are you?
I
saying,
love you in spite of, not because. I love you in spite of. That's the thing that a lot of people got to start saying. I love you in spite of.
In spite of what?
It might be it don't necessarily got to be nothing bad. Like, it can be, like, you know what? This person may be so stubborn and so, like, certain ways about them. But you know what? In spite of that, I still love you. You're not going to 100% get what you want out of everybody. You're not.
No, you for real. You right. You right.
What's the percentage you think you can get out of a person?
My nigga dropping them bars. Nah, what percentage?
What's the percentage you think you can get out of a person? I say 80 to 85%.
I was about to say that, like, especially a woman, like, you know what I'm saying. Not even trying to be on no misogynistic shit, but if you can get a good 85% out of a woman, like, you got a starting point guard right there. Like,
There's certain things I know if I'm in love with a woman that I can be okay with.
yeah,
Certain things, attitude, stubbornness.
Like that's you, but
Yeah.
for me, I've dealt with some nasty attitudes, and I'm at a point where it's like I don't have to deal with that.
No, I
it's
feel
like,
you, but I'm talking to a certain extent
Nah,
and level
nah,
of
I feel-
disrespect.
no, I feel you, I
Like
feel
if
you.
she getting a little funky mood,
yeah,
if she's
that's
not
different.
really,
That's different. That's different.
I can be okay.
But if
with
it's
that.
like she get in a mood and that shit like carry on, like it's like, all right, bro, like come on, like how long we about to deal with this, like, and that's like a thing with her. No, no.
or she's stubborn with certain things, but like I know if I bring this conversation up to her, or if I suggest this to her, she's gonna be stubborn about it. She ain't really gonna hear me out. But you know what? In spite of that, I still love her. That's just what it is. I know some people who feel the same way about me. But like that nigga Mike, man, that nigga be stuck in his ways sometimes. That's my nigga. I love him. Even my ex, she told me the same thing. Mike mindset on some shit, it just is what it is. I just learned to leave that alone. In spite of that, I still love that nigga.
No, I feel you.
You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. A lot of people come into with expectations and be like, I don't think it's fair to even require somebody to be 100% of everything that you want. Now, certain things you might not sacrifice a need. You might not sacrifice every need you might have. Be emotionally available, supportive. You might not be able to sacrifice those things. Some shit you might need. You might not get 100% everything. I used to think that though. As a kid, especially as a teenager, yeah, I had it bad. Filled up with that puppy love.
Oh, that first puppy love is something crazy.
Yeah, the world is over. Like I was sick for about 2-3 weeks. Sick. I'm like, damn, I can never love another woman, bruh.
And my mom told me, she was like, boy, when you first started like talking to girls, especially when you was making a little bit of money, boy, we couldn't tell you shit. He was working and you had your little girl or two calling your phone. Well, I couldn't handle you. Like, this is my mama telling me this now. So.
That's why I even think about my first relationship. My first relationship, I was probably 17 or 19 years old. And when we broke up, bro, I must have been the sickest dog. I almost said, boy, if you don't stop moving around this house.
You was on your Neo So Sick of Love songs type shit?
Nigga, what? Nigga, I'm at work, 19, 20 years old, stressed. I'm working FedEx at the time.
Sulking around that motherfucker.
My niggas looking at it like, bro, like, you are way too young to be, like, nigga. Like, I get it, but you 19 years old, dog.
This is going to happen, bro.
Yeah, and technically, Mike, this is like your first, like, at that time, this is like, bro, like this is your longest relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you ain't even hit your 20s yet. And now that I done experienced a real relationship, 25 to 29 years old, it don't compare. It does not compare.
That was nothing.
That was nothing. That's not to say I still wouldn't. If I saw her, yeah, so got love for you, dude, this, that, and the third, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that level compared to my last relationship. No way. There's no way it's the same. It's no way it's the same. That's why I'd be like, remember that time I asked you if you met somebody who's like 28, 29 years old, what's the maximum relationships that somebody could tell you they've been in before you kind of like side at them? And I think the consensus was around like what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, like
4 or 5 relationships if they 28, 29 years old. So that means like every other year so you was in a relationship. And I
like that's your nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I talk to
what you do, like when you're single, that's different. But like,
Yeah.
if you got a different boyfriend, every year something wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
even a nigga, if you got a different girlfriend, if you in and out of relationships, like if you like, bro, like where's the time to heal? I asked my therapist about that. She's like, nah, that's kind of like insane. Yeah, like you didn't have yourself. They say after a breakup, you should take a quarter, whatever that time is, to heal. a quarter. So take whatever time frame.
You talking basketball quarter? Or we talking
25%. Yeah. You on some 12-minute type shit, Drew. 12 minutes? I don't know nobody who built like that. So they say whatever the duration of the relationship is, take a quarter at that time to get over that. And it might be it. To me, I'm not saying that because if you in a relationship for 15, 20 years, whatever quarter that is, some people might a year or so. I don't think is unreasonable. Depending on the length, some might take longer.
A year not being in a relationship, or a year just not dealing with nobody. Like,
I'm not dealing with nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't even think you should involve yourself relationship wise with nobody.
All right, I just want to make sure you got the specifics. Like,
oh, you talking about like having sex and shit?
Yeah,
that's not reasonable. Of course,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But emotionally attach yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Emotionally attach yourself to somebody. I think a year is reasonable, bro. But they say a quarter, whatever that time frame may be, is reasonable to get over that because you got to think, bro. You could go through a lot with somebody in 10 years. You go a lot. I remember Kim Samuels. He was talking to this lady. She was with somebody from 18 to 29 years old. 18 to 29. He's like, in that time, have you ever took a year to yourself? She said no. He said you need to do that because you never had time. To understand yourself.
That's 10 years being about one person. No.
Had a kid, done been married. And then guess what she did after she got out with this? She got emotionally involved with somebody else. How long you been dealing with this guy? 8 months?
That nigga probably going through hell. That nigga's in purgatory dealing with her.
Okay. So you jump right back into something else. After a 10-year relationship?
That's nasty.
Because her expectations are going to be built off of everything of the past 10. All she knows is that.
So she gonna look at all the negative shit and X that. I can't deal with
everything.
That shit.
Her expectations, her downfalls, everything is based off what she been dealing with this one nigga for 10 years. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so essentially, this nigga will have to she'll have to change this man. This man will have to change to be with this woman, and that. That's doomed.
That's not fair to him though, because that's on her. Like she needs to break down and build back up. Like that's 100%. On her. Like that's not his job.
Yeah. And what I say, and also when I mean to get 100%, it's just like you can be with somebody and they fulfill your needs. You see what I'm saying? Not everything you may want might not be necessarily a need. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know for a fact, like, in my last relationship, like, pretty much she gave me everything that I needed. You see what I'm saying? Certain things you're not always going to want. You see what I'm saying? It could be a time, you know what, I want her to look at this, or, you know, sometimes we have this conversation, you're not always going to get that. But in spite of that, you know what? I still love you. You see what I'm saying? So, I think with people carrying that fairy tale expectation into adulthood, that could be dangerous. Because, you know, you like, bruh, like we see movies behind this shit. When somebody get their heart broken with them type of fairy tale expectations, they liable to do anything, bruh. Lose their fucking mind. But that shit ain't no fairy tale type shit. I see people have this running thing like Disney ruined love for a lot of people. And I get it, but you know, more so because, you know, they cater to kids and shit like that, but if you carrying that shit over to adulthood, bro, like, bro, I remember one time I used to be like, I might have been like, bro, how can you cheat on somebody? How can you do that? Like, how? But as I got older, and
it's very easy though when
I'm not condoning cheating at all. Don't get this fucked up like I was saying like cheating. No, I'm not condoning that at all. But I understand it.
That's another conversation though. Like,
yeah, it is.
Cause I got my separate views on that. Like I said, I don't condone cheating, but it's just a different conversation.
No, I feel you. It's just like I said, bro. Like, we won't really talk about this topic that much on here because we ain't really like. But I just feel like people really need to sit and have an honest conversation and really think about unconditional. Break down that definition and then really put it in front of love. And then ask yourself, could you love another partner or person that you don't know? Because you wouldn't be guarded from the jump when you get to know somebody, the first date, that moment, that's it. It would never waver due to any condition. And damn sure if you break up with somebody, you can have love for them. You 100% can have love. Unconditional? No, sir. Because you still be with that person. That's what always going to boil back to for me. Always. But, yeah, man. That'd be interesting to see if anybody want to come in here and have that conversation. It'd be a very interesting conversation to have. It's a very good dialogue, I feel like. But don't expect that fairy tale shit. I tell you that. Do not expect that shit, especially as an adult, because this shit ain't real. It's a lot of shit, and you got to put in work into that shit, dog. Like, maintain that shit. That's why, like, when it comes to Twitter, man, I'm glad you introduced me to that app, man, because it's a lot of shit that I saw on Twitter that I'm glad I never had the experience in my life, bro. It was like, bro, oh, y'all really be going through this type of shit on here. I ain't never had to experience no shit like that. Y'all be getting put through the guillotine. Real shit, bro. You be getting put through the. I'm like, oh, that's how y'all giving it up?
Shit crazy.
Shit. That shit is wild, bro. Speaking of Kevin Samuels, though, I hope him and Umar Johnson don't butt heads, man.
I don't think that's just gonna happen. I think that's more like that's niggas on the internet want to see that happen. Like, I don't think, even though Kevin Samuels said what he said, like, he wasn't even really dissing Kevin Samuels. Umar.
I get exactly what he was saying.
Yeah, that's just not his lane. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like,
it's people dedicating Clubhouse rooms to canceling this man. He's not in another room. So why you taking this time
when that's going on, that's when I know a nigga doing his job, bro. Like,
Exactly.
whatever his goal is, his mission, he's accomplishing that shit. When you got niggas making videos about shit that happened 20 years ago when you was a different person, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to you 20 years ago, and they trying to use that to discredit what you're saying now, your message now, you're doing what you set out to do.
Tickets, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all do this shit when y'all try to, like, pull up a nigga past to, like, you know, and it's different when a nigga did some slime ball shit in his past. And you bring it up now to question the character, or as opposed to a nigga just having, like,
real life experiences.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
niggas get locked up for child support.
Niggas do, like, that don't mean that it's a lot of people that are good people that just couldn't keep up with their child support payments. That's different from a nigga who just don't fuck with their kids. Like, that's completely different. Like, we know this. Like, we know this. Like I don't get it, man. Like, I don't know, man. Shout out to Kevin.
People feel like he's a cancer to the black community. I can honestly say this. I don't have no connections to dog. I can openly say that his delivery and certain things is very harsh. I do feel like he can be disrespectful at times. I seen him overtalk certain people. I seen people overtalk him, and certain things he may say might be very harsh. I wouldn't like. Here's the thing that I see a lot of people have the issue with, the whole rating thing, right? What other way could you tell a woman that if she's coming to you for advice, right? And you know that you had a conversation with these men, and they say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. The only other way I could tell a woman that she's not a 10 without telling her a 10 is asking her, well, do you feel like these men you're not their type? That's the only other way that I feel like I can give it up. I'm just talking about within the context of that conversation.
On the flip side,
what other nice way could I put it?
No, because you gotta think on the flip side, a woman could ask you, well, how much money do you make? Do you feel you can afford a woman how he would say a high value man? Do you feel you can afford a high value woman?
Exactly. And I would be like, why would my money matter, right?
That whole high value shit, like you say, like the beauty's in the eye of the beholder, like the whole high value shit, that's how you see somebody. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, if it's a certain, like, it was that one episode that went viral when he asked a girl, like, how do you feel you look? You can't use a 7. Like, when she was trying to, like, she was saying how she just started making 6 figures. She wanted to date somebody who was making 6 figures. So the whole thing was like, well, shit. When he asked her, he was like, yo, so how do you think you really look? Like, and you can't use 7. Like, she was like, I'm without makeup, I'm probably a 5. And he was like, okay, so do you think, like, do you really think like these you're saying that these men who make this money they want arm candy, but you say that you're a 5. So what arm candy are you at a 5?
You gotta make it make sense. This
You
is
gotta
not
make
to
it make sense.
disrespect her.
So that's why I say on the flip side, a woman could be like, well, shit. If you say you want a certain woman like of a certain status, look wise. Well, how much money do you make? Because those women aren't cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like it can go both ways. And these people call Kevin Samuels. He's not calling these people. You know what I'm saying? These people calling him. So it's like, is it his problem or is it these people that are calling him?
To me, that's always going to be my ground. Some people say, "Oh, it's still a way to talk to people." True, indeed. But at the end of the day, and that's what I say, I don't agree with his delivery on everything. I don't. But his overall message is based off of them coming to him, and he's had these conversations with other men in that same field. He's only telling them what these men are telling him. If that's what they're looking for and that's what they want, that's just what it is. That's when it comes to that seems to be the biggest issue with him in terms of the looks thing and if she has kids. I'm not the one that's saying the woman can't have nobody based on how many kids she have. I don't agree to that. If there's men in that class who feel like that, cool, teach his own. Me personally, I have my own. I can never say that I probably wouldn't fall in love with a woman who has 2 or 3 kids. I can never say that. But my preference is I would prefer to her to have 1 child. I would prefer that.
If a nigga likes somebody, he don't care how much churn she got, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying.
That's what it comes down to. Like she can have 8 damn churn. It don't matter.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Niggas that ain't had no children take on 5, 6 children.
Word.
Yeah. And that's why I say that's one of his that I don't subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? So I can never honestly say, oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because if you love somebody, you like somebody that much, then it ain't gonna matter. You're just gonna love them as your own. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like the looks thing be the biggest gripe when it come to his message. And it's just like Mo said on the flip side, well, would you be able to afford? But why if I love her and I show that I can love her? Why would that matter? So you can't have it. You can't have it both ways, but we still live in a realistic world out here. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of men don't care about a woman's income.
Because he going to take care of himself regardless.
Because I damn sure if you got bread, but you a piece of shit, I'm not going to stay with you.
Facts.
Or I'm not even going to continue to engage with you. I saw a nigga post this text message thread last night. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I was just in the mood or something like that. He was like, you know what? I forgive you, but I'm cool on you. We don't even fuck that much for you to even be putting me through like that. And she was like, what? Like, no, that's real shit. Especially if we not even together. You think I'm gonna put up with that shit? No, sir.
So his condition was, I gotta deal with this attitude, but you won't even give me enough coochie to deal with this attitude.
That was his condition.
That's his condition. Hey man, that's the clause in the contract, man. Get with it or get lost.
She said, I was being a little bitchy. I'm sorry. I accept your apology, but I'm cool on you. You don't fuck with me. You don't fuck me enough to deal with your stank ass attitude.
Hey man, protect your peace, King.
Eat that shit up.
Protect your peace.
Is that not real shit though?
Protect your peace, man. You gotta protect your peace.
Hey man, that's just. Cause dog, like let's be real, bro. Like women say that shit on the other side. It could be also bills type shit. Like you don't even pay a bill or nothing. Like for me to even deal with your stink ass attitude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or she might withhold some pussy if you got a stink ass attitude. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this shit, everybody got their shit on both sides. It ain't gender specific. it go on both sides.
Oh yeah, you don't even pay a bill. What? You done had these bills with or without me, so what's the difference? Like,
bills
it's okay. You're gonna have these bills without me. Peace. It's okay.
Like real shit, like even if you just, I'm talking about when you ain't in a relationship, just dealing, getting to know, you gonna deal with that shit?
No.
We gonna
they just let me know I don't need to deal with you no further. Like, That's my condition. Like I'm at a point. I'm not dealing with.
I
no,
know Mo. Like,
I ain't
believe
dealing
me,
with
I
no-
know when Mo said that. I had conversation with this nigga on camera. The attitude shit, my dog done with that shit.
I ain't dealing with that shit, bro. I don't have to deal with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
I feel you, dog. I feel you on that. Like, cause sometimes that's what somebody told me last night. Like, you know, people have their thresholds. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you break that, I'm capped out, bruh.
Yeah, I'm off that. No, dead ass. Like,
I'm off
I'm
that
off
shit.
that. Like, I'm off that.
So with that being said, would it take you like to say? Would you need that time, like a half of whatever? What Mike was saying
quarter?
earlier? Yeah, a quarter of time to get back out there on the field. Like, would you need that if it's one of those situations to where like, all right, enough is enough of your shit ass attitude. Like that's like your number one pet peeve that this person continues to do over and over and over. But you try to see like the good, within the situation, or try to just kind of work with it within yourself. Would you need that time, that quarter to really heal if it's all right, enough is enough, like a breaking point?
It depends on what, in my opinion, I feel like it depends on what the percentage is. Is the attitude 10%, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50? Only you could determine how big that is to you. That you be willing to be like, you know what, I'm not putting up with this shit no more because it's too big on my list.
Yeah, that's like really high on my list. So it's like, nah. Like,
And everybody got something.
I can walk away from that. I can walk away from that because I've already done the work on myself to get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can walk away from that and just jump right into something else. Like that wouldn't even mean nothing to me no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I ain't even going through that door again. So it's like,
and like you said, why?
cool.
Because you built yourself.
I've already taken the time to work on myself dealing with shit like that. So it's like
it would be nothing for him to walk away from
me
that.
to walk away from that and not even feel phased on that. And be so super cool on that, like for real.
So whenever you done heal for something you done dealt with, that next one you could just be like, okay, bet. And for the next person to be the same thing. Like, hey, this is this right here. So if you fucking with this, adios. And it would be nothing for me.
Nah, for real.
It would be nothing for me. Everybody has their thing that they know for a fact. Me off rip is hygiene. Off rip. I don't give a damn how much you love me. At that moment, I am not dealing with that, bro. No, I can't. Because it's more than just that. It's how you carry yourself. If you can't maintain a good hygiene, bro, it's not going to work. Point blank, period. Somebody asked yesterday, I hadn't been on Clubhouse for a minute, bro. As soon as I jump in the Clubhouse room, somebody invite me on stage. It wasn't trying to get on stage, but I said, okay, cool. So the question was, could a relationship...
I hate that shit. Like, as soon as you hop in the room and boo-doo-doo.
Do-do-do. So the question in the room was, could your relationship survive without sex? No.
That's not even realistic to even ask.
If I'm 70, 80 years old, okay. But no. They was like, so it was crickets, right? So it was like, okay, like, you not gonna elaborate on that? I mean,
that's just a no. Like,
it's just a no. Like you got to be realistic, bro. Like, I'm not saying that, due to something, but taking the question for what it is, simply no. So that means everything is going good, and yet we're not having sex? No. Because at the end of the day, that's a part of love. You want to be intimate physically with your partner. So if I'm not getting that, why are we together? And I'm not saying that's the main thing. Because the moment I said that, everybody was like, oh, so you just saying sex is there? No. But it is important. And it's big in a relationship. So if I'm with you and we're not having sex, it's not going to work.
First off,
because I'm a cheat and I don't want to do that.
Why we not even having sex though? Like why? Like why?
Exactly.
Like
why?
Why? Because a woman would be like, sex is important too. Because if you're not fucking her right, then that shit not gonna work. Like she gonna end up fucking off on you too. So like for one, why we not even fucking? Like why? Was you ask that?
I didn't ask that, but I should have asked that.
Yeah, like no, man. Sorry.
Yeah, man. You just gotta be. It's not realistic. That is not realistic at all. I don't care who you are. Mm-mm. So, like, what exactly am I doing? I gotta sit there and jack my shit off, and you laying right there next to me.
That's pointless. Like, I could be single doing that. Like,
Exactly.
what? Like, we waiting for marriage or something? Like, I definitely ain't doing that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Bro, I can tell you another thing that I struggle with after a breakup, bro. It's fucking through my pain. Cause that shit is real, bro, and that shit don't work. That shit don't work. I can give it up on the pod, dog, and say that shit don't work. Niggas can try to portray that shit on Twitter all you want. We do it. Don't get it fucked up. We do it, but that shit does not work. It don't work. Fucking through your pain don't work, bro. Fucking through your pain don't work, bro. Now I get to the point, like, you get to a point where you over that shit and okay, like you just doing your thing. But like at the beginning stages,
that's the rough one right there.
yeah, because you be like, why you here? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why? As soon as you bust that nut, you get that clarity. Like, oh my god, I could have jacked off with that shit, bro. I could have jacked off, bro.
Now this girl think I like her like that. Damn. Now we gotta have that talk after this now. So what are we?
Baby girl. Even if you tell him from the jump. Cause
That shit's still coming.
That shit's still coming, bro. That I tell them, like, people can say, oh yeah, we just. It's like, hey man, listen. I just got out this relationship. You know what time it was. It's not like I didn't lie to you, but you gotta keep.
I just been trying to get off, bro. Come on.
I just been trying to get off, man.
Come on.
And like I said, that's at the beginning stages of this shit now. Like that's the nastiest one, bro.
He's trying to get on through, man.
He's just trying to get on through, bro. And it's like, damn, bro, I could have just jacked off, man. Like, every day, if a nigga say he ain't had that moment, he lying, bro. Big cap, dog. It's been some times you've been like, bro, I could have just jacked off, bro. Really, I didn't even want her like that. To be honest with you, I just been trying to get on through. It's like sometimes that thing got a mind. That boy got a mind of his own. Sometimes, man, that shit block out all logic. Just like, man. But as soon as you bust that thing and you just everything just come down. You be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
Telling you, man, that shit is real, bro. Niggas, don't let niggas be on Twitter, on IG trying to cap it, be like, oh yeah, man, like, as soon as you break up. No, nigga. No. We all been there. We've all been there, dog. Like, Nope. But yeah, man, shout out to Kevin and Umar doing their thing, man. I ain't trying to cancel no brothers and none of that shit. So let's transition to another topic that had a TL in the frenzy, man. Meek Mill, man. Meek. How we feel about Meek's bar about Kobe, man?
I don't like niggas like Meek Mill, man. This is like a continuing thing with Meek, man. Like, brothers don't got no common sense, man. Like, he really don't. Like,
Are you not fucking with Meek no more behind the Kobe line?
I'm not gonna say I don't fuck with Meek. It's just Meek just there at this point to me. Like he really is. Like
I feel like he crossing over into that, man. It's like
he just there. Like
does he really think about certain things before he do it?
Whether the shit wasn't supposed to be disrespectful or not, it's just you just don't touch certain shit, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. Like Kobe is one of them things you just don't touch, bro. Word, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really are coming. We just got over a year of this shit, bro. It's like,
I feel like for me, it's more so. For me, people keep telling me, oh, the bar is whack. Let's just get that out. The bar wasn't even witty or nothing, no type of.
So it's like, why even?
The bar was trash because there's no correlation between you going out in a blaze and Kobe. Kobe's was an accident. He wasn't going out in a blaze like how you was portraying in your bar. I hate when people like to be dense when it comes to shit like this. Because people trying to talk about the context. The two don't align. You talking about going out in a blaze, comparing it to Kobe and no, it's not the same. His was an accident. You not talking about an accident. And Kobe had went out like that, I get it. I understand it. You see what I'm saying? Like he was probably defending the honor, doing something like, no, his shit was an unforeseen accident, bro. Your shit was not what you talking about, and then that is not the same. So then I see people trying to use the Biggie line. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. People died in that too. I get it. I understand it. People didn't have a beef with it. But I guarantee you, at that time, if we had social media, Twitter, people would have reacted to that shit differently, bro. People would have reacted to that shit differently. People saying, I don't want to hear nobody say time to get paid, blow up like the world trade, because people died in that too.
The whole the Lil Wayne Emmett Till bar. First off, Lil Wayne
that
got
shit
killed.
was wild, bro.
He got killed. He
Definitely got killed for that shit the moment, because the radios even stopped playing that line on the radio. So we not gonna do that. People definitely killed Wayne for that line, bro. I think his family even spoke out against that shit, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like, bro, like, nah, we not gonna do that, bro. People want to say, oh, that's just exclusive to Meek. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Nobody's taking
anybody. If anybody would have said that shit, it would have been the same, bro.
Hold on, nobody's taking time about they day to just pick on Meek Mill. He does it to himself.
Exactly.
Nobody wakes up like, oh, let's fuck with Meek Mill. Nah, that's not happening. And no, we don't do that. He does it to himself.
It's so crazy because about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when the nigga was going through all the legal trouble, he had all the backing from everybody.
Everybody was saying free Meek.
Right. So why do you do these goofy shit? Like why? Like if anything, the pillar where you're supposed to be now is on a higher level than what the fuck
he's not there.
Yeah, he's not. You arguing with 6ix9ine in the parking garage. Why?
You on Clubhouse? You on Clubhouse telling DJ Academics is on site? How that even sound?
For what? Meek, come on, bro. Like, come on,
You
bro.
gotta stop the goofy shit. He's too good of an artist to be engaging in shit like this, man.
You in Clubhouse with thousands of people, and you're telling Academics is on site. How that even sound?
His bad boy brunch invitation got revoked. That shit is not coming this year, bro.
This nigga said bad boy brunch.
Shit is not coming, bro.
Nah, man, this nigga, like Mike said, man. First off, the bar itself was whack. Like it was not even nothing. That's why I say like, I feel like the nigga got too much yes man. Like people who don't want to tell him like, hey man, you need to do this and do that, because that line should never even been able to be leaked. Like it was a leak. Like Lil Baby didn't drop that song. Like it got leaked. So you mean to tell me? Because Meek always got niggas around him. Niggas always in the studio with him. You mean to tell me nobody was like, hey, like, that shit really not really like that, bro.
Even if besides the fact, bro, like, let's, hypothetically speaking, right? Let's say the bar was, in anybody's opinion, dope, right? Leave it alone. Because you know what type of reaction people's going to... I feel like the only bar that you get Kobe's if you bigging him up. Not referencing his death. And it was crazy because me and Jordan just had this conversation. I asked him, I said, dog, who gonna be the first person to reference Kobe death in a rap battle?
I think we all said that. We said it would probably be Meek or a battle rapper or something like that.
I don't think I asked in the chat, but I think I asked him outside the chat. And I said, because remember I said, I said, Jordan, remember me and you just had this conversation? So I asked him, I said, hopefully never, but unfortunately somebody will say it eventually. I just didn't know when. And I'm talking about in referencing his death. Because somebody could easily use Chopper, like you get what I'm saying?
That shit was whack though.
Exactly.
That shit whack.
So let's take it back to 2015. So you remember the rap battle that they had in Charleston and somebody referenced the Charleston 9? Mm-hmm. You remember that?
That shit they got spoken to immediately about that though.
Yeah. And so when I saw it, I was like, when I listened to the bar, I was like, okay, I get the bar, but at the same time too, it's like, nah, dog. Like
that shit got too much weight on it, bro.
That was way too soon.
That got too much weight on it, bro. Like I just feel like you can't, nah, bro.
I think it was July too at that time.
Like, bro, like it was probably somebody in that building directly affected by that.
Remember the crowd reaction? Everybody was like,
nah, bro, we not doing that shit, bro. Nah.
Exactly.
They told that nigga immediately like, nah, bro.
I think that was a girl who said that too. It was a girl battle rap.
It was like, nah, nah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like certain shit, you just can't. And like you said, if you was in a bar, I would have told Meek, bro, like no, because first of all, the two don't even align. It don't. You talk about going out in the blaze, and Kobe died in an accident, my nigga. Like it's not the same. It's just not. And the bar was whack. To me, it's just whack. I don't give a damn.
The bar was whack.
This shit was whack.
The bar was whack as fuck.
And people need to start acting like people don't get killed for certain shit. Like Ross with his Molly and the Champagne line. He lost a whole sneaker endorsement behind that. So don't act like people just picking on me, bruh.
No, they got on Ross' ass about that.
Yeah. And rightfully so. Like, he was out of pocket for that shit. So it's just like at the end of the day, it's like nobody's just picking on Meek Mill. People want to say, "Oh, it's because of Kobe," and people want to be on
only
Kobe.
said it because it's Kobe. Nigga, no. Like, nah, that shit it was a whack bar. And it just if you want to say it's because it's Kobe, yeah, because we're not touching that Kobe shit, bro. We just not doing that. Like, if you want to try to pull a whole corny ass, well, let's rap like when the rap becomes nah, bro. Like, it's a certain shit that's whack.
It was insensitive, bro.
It was whack. Like the shit whack. Like
it was whack and it was insensitive, bro. And I ain't gonna let niggas try to break that shit down and
we're not even doing all that. Shit whack. Shit whack. I'm not trying to have no in-depth conversation. The shit was whack. Obviously, the nigga, he got niggas around him that don't want to tell him that the shit whack. And
I mean, he posted a picture with a hat that had R.I.P. Gigi and Kobe on it.
Well,
so
he
should know. He should
know better.
He
knew better. He knew better.
Make a tribute. Don't use dumb bars like that, bro.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Y'all both from Philly.
Do it big. You mean to tell me the same way you make that bar, you couldn't make a doper Kobe bar?
Y'all both from Philly. Like, come on, bro.
You could have did a way better play on words in referencing Kobe, bro, without mentioning his death. I don't know, man.
I don't know what's wrong with that nigga, man. Something's wrong with that nigga, man. Something wrong with that nigga, man. I really don't feel like he got it all. Like, he really don't. Like,
Clean it up, Meek. Clean it up, dog.
How does he clean this up?
I feel like he owe Vanessa an apology.
He posted the hat, so whatever that supposed to mean.
Like certain shit, you just don't.
And he got hats not for sale. Nigga, them shit better not be for sale, nigga. You don't even gotta tell us that. Them shit better not be for sale.
Yeah, like just leave. I feel like he owes her an apology. I feel like it's fair. Even if he don't be like, hey, you know what? I just want to clear up some shit. My bar wasn't meant to disrespect Kobe. Because honestly, when I think I don't feel like Meek was honestly trying to disrespect Kobe at all.
It just was. It was tasteless.
It was tasteless. It was tasteless. Bro. I don't feel like he was trying to disrespect Kobe. Let me say that.
I don't feel he went in the booth like let me try to diss this.
Exactly,
like,
exactly.
It just was. It was whack and it was tasteless.
So I feel like if he was a hit, hit Vanessa on the line to clear it up, I feel like he owed her that.
You don't gotta do no public shit. Just like,
yo, Vanessa, I just want to clear this up. Like,
but the shit was corny though. The shit was corny.
Yeah. Just like certain things, you just leave. Like, even if Drake was and Ross was a performance stage scheming, I would leave that alone.
Yeah, that shit don't like nah.
I would leave that. I would, even though it's a big line, because that line was a very big line at that time, and it carried on through Twitter for years.
Like you say, at the time, that was 2012. It's over with now. Yeah. That shit over.
I would just leave. I would leave that line and that song alone. And I love Stay Scheming. But I wouldn't perform it no more.
Like you say, it was a different time. Yeah. That was 9 years ago.
That's crazy to think that was 9 years ago. Damn. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, man. So we get to talk about this shit. So I'm up on this Wandavision shit, bruh.
Elite.
Man, 10 out of 10, man. But I gonna tell you, boy, the first 2 episodes put me through some hell, but it was needed. I understand when, and I tell other people, bro, episodes 1 and 2 probably gonna have you like, all right, man, like
they necessary though.
They necessary, very necessary. It's a great show. Whoever writing this shit and building it up, you're doing a great job. Killing me with the credits though.
I would suggest when you I forgot the dude's YouTube, but if you needed explanation for each episode, it's plenty of videos on YouTube that got like they break down all the Easter eggs within each video and how they correlate to the bigger purpose. Because this is setting up Phase 4. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't want to do no spoiler alerts, but the 2 kids, they're going to be like the new heroes of Phase 4, like and going forward when they do the movies and shit like that. So. Watch if you need explanations. There's plenty of people that's explaining this shit on YouTube. So after each episode, just go ahead and get your just type in like WandaVision Easter eggs. I promise you, like each episode they got like somebody breaking it down. But yeah, episode 8. I thought it was going. So how much episodes are going to be in the season? Because they said
I have no idea.
They said the last 3 supposed to be an hour long. So
I don't see that Disney ever confirmed that though.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't seen it confirmed, but
I like it at the 30 minutes though, because it
That 30 minutes from the last episode killed me though. 'Cause I was like, hey, what the fuck? Like, why the?
But it keeps a sitcom type.
Bro, that shit killed me, bro.
I feel
Shout out to the last episodes because on episode 7 they referenced Malcolm in the Middle. In this episode they did like the whole Office Modern Family type episode breakdown, like with the interviews in between each scene and shit like that. So I fuck with it, bro. I think that shit hard. But that last episode killed the hell out of me, bro. I was like, why is this shit over right now? Cause shit got super real. Too real, bro.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Oh, Doctor Strange coming to New Jersey, bro.
What he got to do with anything?
It's all ties in with him. If you watch the preview, like you can see him. Like I think that's him coming up the steps and shit like that. They got the preview for episode 9. Like if you go on Disney Plus like YouTube channel, like that nigga's coming.
Do you think him and Vision collabing on some shit?
Nah, I think old girl is working with somebody, and that's why Doctor Strange is coming. Who she's working with? Because I feel like she's in cahoots with somebody, but who she working with is a bigger story. But I think Doctor Strange coming in to clear some shit up, because all this about to tie into to the Madness universe, like
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this shit getting real, bro.
I fuck with it, bro.
Shout out to the Marvel writers, bro.
Man, I'm way on point with this writing, bro. I tell
Hey
you
man, it's too much space in between Marvel and DC at this point, man. Like I fuck with the Snyder version, the Snyder cut of Justice League about to come out. I'm gonna watch that shit because apparently from seeing like a lot of people talk about it, the Snyder cut was the one that was supposed to come out. It was already supposed to go with Snyder's vision with the DC universe. So I'm gonna watch it, but it's at this point I just feel like it's too much space in between. You got DC down here, you got Marvel all the way up here. Just how they even carrying on with how they continue each phase. So it's like, it's all good, man. I'm gonna still watch the Snyder Cut though, but it's too much space. It's just too much space, man. Like, it really is.
The last Justice League movie I saw was Aquaman, and that was pretty good. But the actual Justice League movie that came out like 17, 18?
Yeah.
Trash. I'm not fucking with it, dog. It's just like, you keep that.
What do you think will happen in episode 9 of WandaVision though?
I think she's still gonna be trapped within Agatha. I knew something
Agatha
off.
Harkless?
Yeah, I knew something was kind of off about her, but I just couldn't.
I didn't know it was her like really, controlling shit like that though.
Yeah,
Like
she was faking her being under a spell and everything. That shit was wild. I think she might be up under that basement for a minute. I'm interested to see what old girl and her brother got going on. Cause if you watch in the end of the credits, and how they do this with all the movies. At a certain point in the credits, they show a clip for like the next preview of the show. So like she runs up to Wanda's house and she opens up the basement.
And the brother Pedro come up.
Yeah, come up behind her and shit. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that, man. We'll see. Drew, you done check that out?
Nah, it's on this week's plays.
Yeah,
I've
you'll love it.
I'm caught up on what's it called, For Life. I've seen that shit.
I've been meaning to get on that shit.
What is that?
Good?
10 out of 10.
That's the 50 Cent show that's on ABC. What
Yeah.
about a dog that went to jail and he got himself out?
Yeah,
He represented himself in court.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah, when it came back, because they took a break because of COVID and all that shit. But when they came back, it's kind of like more realistic as far as what's going on in the world. Like niggas are wearing masks and shit now. They kind of have the Black Lives Matter, like police brutality and
Right.
shit. So they're touching bases on like current events that's happening now.
All right. Dog out jail or what?
Yeah,
what?
he's out. This is it's season 2 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't want to give too much away, but it's really good though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in tune with that. That shit look good though.
Yeah, it's dope. Dope as hell.
So Mo, how you feel about Biden and this 50K, man? I know you want to get some
Biden
bars off,
He
man.
got the game fucked up, man. And it's like, y'all know, if y'all follow me, y'all know how I feel about Biden, bro. I don't really fuck with dog like that, but it's big. I feel like it's bigger than me, man, because I don't owe 50K in student loans, but You know, for him to, you know, to be in office only coming up on a month and a half now, and for him to like completely like U-turn on all these promises and shit that he been making, like, bro, like in the grand scheme of things, like erasing 50K off people like debts and shit like that, that's really not nothing. Like when we talk about the trillions that's already we in debt to everybody else in the world, like as America, like I think like we was already like $28 trillion. So if you erase 50K from everybody who's in debt, like who's that really hurting? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just think about that. So for him to like renege on all this shit, bro, is like, and I want to ask this question to like the people who, cause we seen it, like people like on the timeline, people in like on different social media accounts, like get on these like fake ass high horses when it was time to like speak up for Biden and shit like that, which I still don't understand. How fucking dumb do y'all feel? Like on some real shit, because like he hasn't done anything for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna do anything for you. So like, how do you feel? Do you feel away? Is it just because you wanted to get Trump out because he was the worst president? Which is it? And this is, and me saying this, it's not no supporting Trump, but I'm saying,
Being that Biden, I got a question. Being that Biden's the president now, how long is your window for you to give him like the benefit of the doubt? How long is that window?
I never really had a window for this nigga because I don't.
So
really,
you don't expect nothing from him?
I don't expect nothing from him. Like
Okay.
it's to me, it's just like we here now. Like just, you know, we here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. So it's like,
so you're just not gonna expect nothing and not be surprised by anything?
If I don't have no expectations, nothing can't really
Surprise you?
Yeah, it can't really surprise me. Like
Gotcha.
so, it's like it's just interesting because it's like, you know, bruh really is like on some. You know, I'm not going to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he telling niggas
He's
straight
saying he's gonna take money for those less fortunate education. Bro, y'all been pushing that shit for 15,
forever.
20 years.
That shit not going to happen.
Like,
Because if y'all wanted to happen, it would have happened.
you've been in Congress for 30, 40 years. You know what you can and can't do.
He knows this. So at this point, either you lying, or it's just you ain't trying to do the shit.
Then even with the stimmy.
Like, where
That
the
was
fuck
hilarious.
our stimmy at, bro?
That was hilarious too.
You with this whole,
It's coming.
It's coming.
But legislation got to pass it.
Nigga, didn't the shit get passed already? So what the fuck? Where my money at, bro? Quit playing with me, bro. Because it's like, for one, y'all owe us more than 2 racks. Y'all owe us more than that. You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be much to even ask due to the conditions that we are in this
Word,
country.
like it shouldn't even be nothing that we still having to ask for. Like shit should have just been, hey, y'all got that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I just don't understand it. Like I don't know, man. I feel like these people don't respect us because they don't fear us. They really don't. Like when it comes down to it, like this nigga Ted Cruz was about to go take him. He was about to be in Tulum, like chilling. You know, drinking margaritas and shit till he got caught at that airport. He should have got his ass stomped out at that airport. The whole state of Texas is frozen. Niggas got their whole, like, why are you not there with your people?
Bro, the shit that kills me, they'll deploy military to any other country in an instant.
Where the National
But when it
Guard
comes
to
to
help these
national
people?
disasters here, bro, it's like y'all dragging y'all feet.
It's like, what the fuck going on, bro? You about to go to Mexico and your state is basically in a state of emergency.
All because your daughter wanted to go.
That don't even don't try to blame your daughter, bro. You're a grown ass man, bro.
You gotta put responsibilities first. You could go to Cancun anytime, dog. And shout out to those in Texas. I know a couple of people who's affected by that. I seen some horrendous videos of like just
Shit real.
water
Nah,
continuously
shit
coming
crazy.
through people's roof and can't do nothing about it, bro. And it's just like,
That's crazy.
you know, people bringing grills in their house to keep the house warm. Please don't do that. People closing their garage doors, starting cars to
Man,
keep
don't
heat.
do that.
Please don't
Don't
do that.
do that, bro.
3 people died behind that too,
Don't do that.
because of carbon monoxide.
Now the
poisoning.
smart thing, I have seen people like actually in their driveways in their car, like, you know, with the heat on and shit.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
you're outside.
That's different. Like, you know,
You can keep your car in your garage, but please have the garage door
I've seen
open.
people like sleep in their cars, like with the heat on and shit like that. That's way safer, but
I put my kids in there.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do the whole other shit, bro. Like, you know,
Like, bro, people really
Niggas was bringing their grills in the house.
Yeah.
That smell will never get out there.
Yeah, and that's stupid too. And it's just like some people really was going through it, bro, because they don't expect that. And I had asked a question. That was just me to being informed. Like the whole interstate just covered with snow. I'm like, why ain't got no plows? And they was like, Texas don't have plows.
Well, Texas, they don't. That
But
shit don't happen.
I could be wrong, but I could remember certain parts of Texas getting snow, bro. At certain times, like they get cold down there now. Like that's a rare southern state that the temperatures can get low down there. But I could be wrong. Like I think I used to remember seeing that, but for them to get that snow and people dealing with, like I saw this clip where the power came back on and automatically went back off, and like this woman was screaming, and it was just like, bruh, people water bill going up, but the water's not on. So why is y'all water bill high and there's no water?
Niggas were getting charged like $1,200 on their power bills and shit. Like,
How you telling people to boil water with no water?
no water? Like that just don't make no sense to me, man. Like
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being in them circumstances, bro. So I seen this weirdo shit too. I'm not even going to address that. All I'm gonna say is, you know, hope everybody's doing well. You know,
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I ain't gonna say it.
it's weirdo shit. But yeah, man, I just hope y'all get through this, man, and you know, hopefully your government can step the fuck up, get y'all the supplies y'all need. Y'all clear all these dumbass bills for $5,000 for a power bill when people didn't even have power. Like,
Ain't nobody paying that shit. Like, quit
I
playing
damn
with
sure wouldn't pay it.
Quit playing with people, man.
I opened up my app and my bill $5K. What? And I've been sitting in the dark for a week.
That don't even make sense.
Nasty, dog.
That don't even make sense. That remind me when we had that bad snowstorm here a couple years ago, and everybody's light bill had shot up. Like,
I did remember hearing about that. I wasn't at my house at the time.
our shit was like, our power bill was like damn near $400 that month.
Did we lose power with the snow though? We didn't lose power though. I was in Canada. I ain't lose no power. Here he go. We didn't lose no power with that snow.
Shit, I was on the fate and I lost power.
But
for a
them
little
roads though, them roads wasn't safe.
No, they
At all.
weren't. Shit, we was
At
in.
all.
We
People,
was stuck in
somebody
the
died
studio.
behind that.
bit. My shit been power gliding. Like, what
No
the
cap,
fuck
bro.
going on,
The
bro?
black ice is real.
We was right here in the studio, me, Mecca, and Vaughn, and playing Flip Cup like every day. Damn, the only thing been open was a Great Wall of China.
Great Wall?
Damn, the
Fried
Great
rice?
Wall ain't missing nothing.
Them
Fried rice?
China man ain't missing a dime, boy.
Run that plane over there, bro.
He's not, bro. That shit was all the way down the street, bro. Like, we just looking at this shit like, bro, y'all know what y'all eating right now, bro? Like, but they every day they pulled up, every day they was
Oh,
open.
I knew it was real when downtown Charleston was kicked up with snow.
Bruh,
I knew that shit was real then.
Nigga, them boys.
Pineapple was frozen.
Yes,
Fucking-
sir.
If you got a Wrangler, any kind of SUV, they've been coming down on skis, canoes, all kind of shit, bro. Like, this corner was live.
Yeah, this shit was.
This shit was live as a bitch, bro.
It was.
Yeah, but I didn't even push that shit. Like, nigga, I had a drop top, bro. Then, like, nah, nigga, I'm not driving this shit. Like, till the snow melts, I'm not moving.
R.I.P.
This shit.
to the drop top, man.
Good old days. Man. Hey, I just been talking about that shit when we was downtown.
I know what that gonna be like.
Hey, that shit good times, man. Good times.
This corner was lit though during that snowstorm though. Shout out to that snowstorm, bro.
Woo!
Yeah, Drew.
Yes, sir. Boy, I done shoot a few scenes in that. I'm gonna mute my mic now.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, Biden, man. Hey, Biden, man. Don't be playing around, man. People got a lot of expectations for Biden, man, off the heels of Trump, bro. You got a lot of expectations for Biden, bro. I don't think a lot of people should let that man slide on nothing.
No, for real. It's a lot of niggas who quiet though. I see the play though. It's a lot of niggas. Know what I'm saying? Like Mike, you seen this shit too, bro. Like a lot of people been talking to niggas crazy in the honor of Joe Biden, and now y'all niggas is quiet. So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just you gotta
Can't
be,
hit you with the he's just getting things together.
Nah, nigga. You niggas.
Oh, and on top of that, Biden been bragging about the shit he done done.
He been bragging now. So it's like, what the fuck you really bragging on? Like, you know. I need some accountability from you black folks.
Some tangible shit, right?
Need some tangibles. Cause
He bragging about shit he done now.
immigrants done got some shit. LGBTQ done got some shit. The Asian, like the whole Asian protect Asians against, prejudice, they done got some shit. Hey,
Where the people who built this shit?
Cause I mean, not for nothing, Trump said that black people build America. I mean, he said it. Biden, what the fuck are specific legislations at?
Biden showed his colors in '93 when he pushed that Crime Act bill. So, and I get it. It was rough and all that other shit. But nah,
My
nigga,
thing is this.
that shit fucked up.
I feel like they use that drug shit as a cop out, man.
100%.
To be honest,
because the prisons got bigger money, more money that was able to
and
get.
it was mostly blacks, and when white people was the biggest consumer of crack,
it was
bro.
private. That started like the whole like private. So it was like random rich white people and having prisons filled with niggas, like
with the 3-strike rule.
Like the shit crazy. So it's like even when black people like me, sensible black people are asking like, how do you give somebody like this a pass? And he was on camera like saying nigger and shit like that. Like, so how does he get a pass just because he's running against Trump? And y'all want Trump out? Hey man. Biden, man, give me my fucking money, bro. Quit playing with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need some, we need something, bro. Because you're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say for the nigga, man. Nigga get up there and catch dementia and shit. You ask him about certain shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's all get this, man. Listen, bro. I ain't fucking with bro, man.
Oh man, that shit is hilarious, bro. I said I know Mo is not gonna let this nigga slide on the podcast, next podcast, man. Ain't no way.
He got the game fucked up, like he really do.
You got that game fucked up out here. You was a whole whore out here.
He got the game fucked up, man. Like he really do, man. I got this shit fucked up. You think this shit cool? Like nigga just reneging on everything, bro. Like
damn, my dog playing at the space table, ain't it?
Yeah.
Hold up now. How you put that card out, but earlier you... Oh, you out here reneging.
Niggas say house rules, man.
Oh, that's what we...
Niggas say house rules, bro. White House. The White House rules, nigga.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's crazy, dog. That's fucking crazy. So what we got next, man? No, hold up, man. That Joe Biden shit hilarious, man.
This nigga's man's now. Like this nigga's like people really got on their little, high horse about that. It was people talking crazy about how you brought up the crime bill. It was like, well, maybe these people needed to be in jail. And I was like, bro, what the fuck y'all talk? This black people saying this like that shit disproportionately affected black people hand over foot. So how are y'all even going to fix y'all mouth to say, well, maybe y'all uncles was selling drugs or maybe they was hyper violent and all this other shit? And it's like, huh? Like, I could pull up my block list on Twitter right now, just around that era, like like the whole because like this the political shit come in seasons. So like when it be certain seasons where people be like talking crazy, like I can count on both hands like how much like encounters I've had like on my timeline with people talking crazy like.
Dog, I put that video up on Instagram and had DMs of saying like, why would you put that up? Don't put that up because people might get the wrong message.
What video?
Of the Crime Act bill when he was sitting here. These people will rob your mama. They will beating your grandmother's.
What wrong messages did they get? Like,
I'm only showing you the message of what came out this nigga's mouth.
Yeah, no, this not edited.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna sway people to vote for Trump? No. If somebody wants to vote for Trump off of seeing what comes out this man's mouth, what has dipped that,
or just not vote for neither one of these niggas. Like,
you don't have to.
You don't have to
at all. Like that's. But the only thing that I put that shit out there just because I wanted to put that shit out there. Like only on the because this is essentially the early not like yes, it fucked up a lot of shit. Yes, it was fucked up in the world. But at the end of the day, bro, 3-strike rule really was one of the nastiest rules you can implement. You're telling me I can fuck up after I fuck up 3 times, no matter how big or little.
I'm done.
I'm done. Life.
I'm done.
Come on, bro.
But
That's not fair.
Nasty.
That's not fair. When you got repeat drunk drivers, you got repeat rapists, you got repeat all of these niggas out here, but they're not people of color. Come on. No, we can't afford these lawyers. Can't afford
Killing 2 birds, one stone.
Come on, bro. They know what the fuck they've been doing. When the whole message is behind this shit, and I want the listeners to go look that shit up. The 1993, 1994 crime bill. Look that shit up, bro. The proof is in the pudding right there. No cap.
Man, fuck that man, bro. Real talk, bro. Real talk. Fuck that nigga, bro. I've been saying that shit, man. Fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah. One of my crushes is off the market, man.
Damn, dog. How you find out?
I'm talking about Meg.
Oh, man. Damn, bro.
It's like, damn, Meg.
How you feeling, man?
All good, man. It's all good.
It's all good. Another Quelo, she love you in the morning. Afita.
I'm gonna catch Meg slipping around 2026,
2026.
26, 27.
You gotta give her some time to,
Yeah, man.
mature a little bit.
Yeah, man.
She was out here,
I ain't mad at dog. I mean, she wasn't gonna be off the market long. I mean, I understand. It's Meg at the end of the day.
You gotta think, niggas been probably around her, like, hey, man, like, can't really. Well, see, we in different circles. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Oh yeah, we in different circles.
That
I'm
shit
telling
ain't
you
gonna
right now.
last, bro.
Huh?
That shit ain't gonna last. You still got a shot, my nigga. As long as you get hit with the lowercase LOL, you good, bro.
Oh. Man, hit you with the lowercase LOL, my nigga. I'm gonna tell you to go ahead and swipe left on that thread. Delete that motherfucking thread.
You still got a shot, bro.
Hold on now. She be with the lowercase LOL. I still might be like, hold up now. Like, dead ass though. Like, you ain't even tried.
The lowercase LOL nasty.
I might do a little jog behind that one. I might do a little chase behind that one.
She respond though.
Off that alone, I might, Yeah, she responded. So it's just like, I might give her. It's better than just leaving my shit in the request.
Yeah.
Leaving my shit in the request is better than that. So
Yeah.
I might run with that a little bit, but not too far now, because I'm me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
How over and under, how long y'all think this shit lasts? Her and this
I ain't
with the
putting
nigga
no
party.
Yeah, I ain't putting no over under on it, man. It is what it is.
No over under. I mean,
with it. I'm going under a year.
no over boys.
Nah,
Under.
I think it's under a year.
Oh, if you had to place a bet, you going under.
Man, that shit over by July, man.
Yeah, by Christmas time, that shit dead.
She got to get back to her hot girl summer shit, man. So that nigga's out the door. That nigga out the door by July, man.
Megan love songs.
Yeah. That shit over. That's not even her brand, man. That shit over with, man. As soon as it get hot.
What is he of any kind of statue? That not like a master.
He wrote Cardi's biggest
Yeah,
song.
he be right.
Okay.
He's a writer.
So he's in the industry.
He drops on. Yeah, he's an industry nigga.
Word.
Yeah, he wrote Bodak Yellow.
Okay.
Never mind, I'm not about to touch on that. But yeah, man. Shout out to her, man.
Well, then if he's in that kind of stature, that's a win-win in the aspects. I mean, if he's writing Cardi's biggest songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, the future might be bright for Meg.
He might have a song coming for her.
Yeah.
Like Future did for Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
If he's smart, I would be in that type of lane. Like, hey, yeah, we fucking around, but hey, I'm trying to get these songwriting credits too.
No
so,
cap, bro. So
I think he probably got a song for Meg in the
Yeah,
works.
I'm pretty sure of it.
You need to pay the fee.
I saw them two on a little IG live the other day. And boy, she on the arm holding him and stuff like that.
That business and pleasure shit, though. It's a slippery.
I'm sorry,
slope,
man,
too.
but if I'm in the industry, you know what I'm saying?
If you,
I'm trying to get that ass cap check too, so
I
I
feel
need.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, man. We just ain't in the same circle. I feel like if we was in the same circles, I would definitely have my shot with Meg Thee Stallion, bro. 100%. 1,000%. That's just a confidence, like, yeah. So I ain't really worried about that.
shit, we go to Houston. What's up?
She not in Houston, bro.
You never know.
She out in L.A. doing her thing.
That's a flight away.
Either way,
I
it's a
definitely
flight.
wouldn't need if I had just got a conversation, I'm Gucci.
But there it is. We're going to get Mike a conversation, y'all, boy. Okay.
I go with any of them, boy. Carrie, Meg, Chloe Bailey done slipped up on that list. Oh, I gotta give Beyonce some love, man. You know, I never was a big fan of Beyonce, but she creeping up into the top 10, man. She might be around a little 7, 8-ish.
That's what Kevin Samuels said in it. It was like, if Beyonce's an 8, and you're, what you say, a 6 or something, give you 7. But Beyonce's an 8. Oh, man. I've been fucking.
Dog, Beyonce is getting better with age, man. And them twins did her justice, bruh. Like, you saw the picture? Bruh.
Yes, Lord.
That thing sitting. That thing sitting.
Good Lord, have mercy. Yeah.
Hove, I salute you, man.
Big up.
Big up, Hove. It's like she's just getting better with time, bro. I was like, God, hold on, bro. What are we doing? Like, what is this? Like, where'd she get that?
Spread.
Shit, if we think about it, the whole Destiny Child getting better with time, though.
I did see a picture of Michelle the other day. That thing looked like she getting some sex appeal on him.
Michelle getting some sex on him, man.
I was like, hold up, Michelle.
Okay.
Kelly been
there.
good.
Yeah.
But even Michelle starting, that wine starting to hit her, man. So,
wine baths is a thing now, so that might be it, bro.
Nah, wine baths definitely are a thing.
Mm-hmm. I know niggas was like, nigga, Amari Stoudemire did that shit. And it was like, what
I
the
remember him talking about that.
Yeah, like nigga, like that shit rejuvenates your body. But it's like it's big in New York or some shit. Like it's a big company that actually does that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's taxi, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, but of a stature of that,
How much you think that shit is like a rack?
We're not saying this shit for people to go buy barefoot and fill up their tubs.
Oh no, hell no! That shit gonna stain your tubs.
You ain't getting that out.
Please wash off before
y'all apartment complex gonna tax that ass.
Fuck with the people shit.
Don't fuck the people. Don't fuck the people tub up. Putting that goddamn barefoot in the people shit. Niggas gonna put 100 bottles of barefoot in the people tub. Done fucked up the pipes. Don't do that shit. Go to a professional place.
For real, man.
Y'all gonna fuck up the people's shit. Y'all don't fuck up that damn fiberglass in that tub. Putting that shit on there. Don't do that.
Wine, barefoot wine and dirt stains, bro.
Don't do that. Oh my god, niggas gonna get in the tub. Don't know you gotta take a shower first. When you we are tripping right now. hey, niggas gonna do that shit and forget the procedures. Nah, man.
Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. That's crazy. That shit really will leave a stain up under people's shit.
That shit gonna be burgundy, like
a motherfucker.
Don't do that.
That shit gonna look like some rust stains when it ain't.
Don't do that. Do not do that to them people's shit.
Like, just imagine you have a girl come over there and say, she start to stay over there sometime.
Like, but what the fuck going on
well,
here?
What the fuck is going on
Did
here?
you kill somebody in this motherfucker? Like, what the fuck? Especially if she did by herself and you done let her in the spot and she like, you gonna take a bath or something. But what the fuck? Girl, this nigga said burgundy. Like, what the fuck? Nah, man, I tried to take a wine bath a couple months ago and that's
Let me ask a question. If you just fucking a girl, right? She need to use your shower. You let her use your shower?
Yeah.
Okay, so because somebody was trying to tell me that gives her like a thought of like she's kind of like you letting her in your space.
Okay.
That's
an overthinking.
That's over. The only thought is she needed to take a shower.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a problem.
Because especially if you're going to work afterwards, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you
If she
got some
spent the
other
night
shit.
and take a shower. Like, that don't mean nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I would hope you want to take a shower.
yeah, like.
Run my water, please. You want me running for you?
I just wanted to ask that because somebody tried to say that gives her like a sense of comfortability and you letting her in your
Damn, dog a gorilla pimp in it. She can't take a shower.
He must be clocking that time on how long you run on that water. All right, now you've been at 30 minutes now.
You done drained the hot water heater down.
Well, a woman done tell me this now.
Oh, a woman told you that.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
She said
shit.
she would just take a shower at her house.
Nah, that's nah.
I would just be like,
I mean, if she wants to take a shower at her house, but the options there, like, you know
yeah,
what I'm
like
saying?
I would
I
never.
ain't tripping.
No, I ain't tripping.
I would hope so, though.
Damn, a woman said that? Well, women are trying to, reverse the roles these days, so.
You want to ride around smelling like sex, Ma? Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
If you going straight to your crib, cool.
Yeah,
man.
but,
I mean, it's there.
if you got a day ahead of you, you mean you want to take a shower, go ahead.
You
Like,
use mine, use the guest one, it don't matter. You know, it is what it is. Well, I never thought that was a problem. Let's get on some sports shit, man. Y'all won last night, Drew.
Yeah, sir.
Big win.
Felt good, man. Felt good. Felt
Y'all
like
needed that, huh?
Yeah, man. We needed that confidence to get us back on
So
on
we
track.
got like 10 games under 500 now.
Nigga, it's looking rough.
yeah.
It was a rough start.
Should y'all have traded for Harden?
Hell yeah, man. But they wanted too much.
Hardy boys. But
They
they did
just
want too
wanted-
much.
Yeah, like it just it went. They went how they were supposed to go.
They wanted Bam too?
They wanted every fucking body, man. Jimmy Butler had to be in this equation. They're not taking the Tyler Hero. They wasn't just taking Kendrick Nunn. They wasn't just going to take Duncan.
I always get on the Heat fans for just the Duncan and Tyler Hero thing, though. When they was asking, would you trade Tyler for James?
And niggas
I
was
like,
saying no. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
oh, niggas got that tweet in the bookmarks.
That bubble got niggas jaded.
As fuck. Like, for real, bro. Like, nigga, what are we talking about here? Do you see what he's doing in Brooklyn right now? All right, bro. Have you seen what he's been doing the past few years in Houston? All right. Easily OKC should have had that ring when there was all early stages in their career.
Should have kept them together.
Yeah.
If they would have not paid him instead of Serge, oh man.
That made no sense.
Yeah, at least they would have been Golden State before Golden State.
1,000%. And the nigga was coming off the bench in OKC.
It would have got to a point where he was starting.
No
And
cap.
at that point, oh man.
But the niggas wasn't even on no big three type shit like that.
Nah, it wasn't. But it just would have grown. That's what I
It
said. It
would
would
have
have Golden State.
organically. It would
It
have
would have
grew
been
into
organically,
that, right?
Yeah, organically it would have grown into that. But yeah, man, it's just like, how you feel about Ainge saying y'all don't got what it takes to win a championship right now?
He right.
He's right.
We're not even playing as a fucking like they said like the last 3 games, Tatum, Kemba and Brown, they all scored like 25 apiece the last 6 games or some shit like that. And it's like, all right, that's cool, but
That ain't enough.
That's not enough, man. Like
So what
as
moves-
a team, we're just not playing as a
What moves
championship.
you got to make?
I would try to get rid of Kemba, bro. Like Kemba and Jeff T, they gotta go. They gotta go, bro. Like they holding us up, bro. They holding us up, bro. Like they
Look
really
at Charlotte
are.
flourishing. Hell of a win, game winner. Tony Rozier last night.
Yeah, Scary Terry up in this bitch.
I'm fucking with Charlotte, bro.
That man said, "Fuck y'all, they ain't want to pay me."
Hey man, I'm glad somebody gave it to him. We wasn't.
Yeah, I was it.
I can't wait for Charlotte.
Gordon Hayward, low key having a good year too.
Yeah, he is. He is. I mean,
Buzz City.
I can't wait to go to them games, bro. I'm in there.
Yeah, I'm
Imagine
in
the
that shit.
Hornets winning the finals.
I'm in that shit, dog.
Imagine Charlotte having a NBA Finals championship.
That'd
bro.
be lit as a bitch.
That should have been crazy, especially if y'all had won the ring 2015, and then like a few years later, they win the finals. Charlotte would have been on some other type shit, bro.
They would
Like
calling themselves Title Town.
word, like rightfully so.
No,
So
rightfully.
like but hey man,
They got a bright future, man.
they do. They got
a bright future.
especially because Miles and LaMelo got a good chemistry too.
shit's
So
stupid,
it's like, if they keep that core together, that Gordon, Melo, Miles. You can put Terry Rozier in there. Devontae, he kind of I'm guessing he's dealing with that injury, so I don't know. Like
Yeah, PJ Washington.
PJ, like they let them get him some time, bro.
Brittany Renner got that man right.
I'm boy be all right.
Rightfully so.
I'm glad he cut his hair though, because that nigga was tripping, dog. Like that nigga was.
What you had going on?
That nigga he grew his hair out, like right after she was dealing with Uzi, and he had like singles or something. Like, bro, that's not you. He wasn't like that in Kentucky. Like, let's not do that.
So he
bro.
on this Stephon or Kel type.
Yeah,
shit.
he was. He cut that shit though. He cut that shit. I was like, bro, like you tripping, bro. Like you fucking tripping. My dog straight though.
That's another thing too, bro. Like, and this go for women too. Everybody can't pull off every hairstyle, bro. Some shit ain't for everybody, bro, and it's okay. Like, I seen some women try to do the low haircut look.
That's not for everybody.
Yeah, that tennis ball ain't for everybody for real.
And then, you know how I know it ain't no cut? Because I had this conversation with my ex, and she says, being my forehead is so big. And a lot of fine women got big foreheads. That's a thing. But if you was to go shave she was like, I would probably have to have a conversation with you before I did. I said, I'm not saying that, but like,
you will have to have that.
give me a heads up or something, bro.
Like, I walk in that room, and you got a Caesar just like me, and you ain't had a conversation. I'm like, bro, what the fuck going on in here? Like,
Animal will have to have the rainbow stop.
yeah, because they can't get a lineup like us.
Because
like,
a lot of them boys, like Amber Rose, her shit fit her. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them boys, that shit fit them, but like, it just depends on who it is, man.
No, for real. Some people can pull that shit off, but it has to be consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know who I respect for embracing they shit, but they still be wilding the fuck out? Chico Bean, man. That nigga be getting his shit braided. He got the whole cul-de-sac going on.
yeah, he got the George Jefferson.
But he'll get his shit braided. That shit is wild.
Hey, man, embrace that shit. Get that Prince of Egypt. If you going ball, you can get that patch, my nigga. Get that shit.
Hey, man, if I start going bald, I'm just gonna be bald. Like, I'm not about to do this whole, because the shit, to me, like, I feel like it fit Chico because he's a comedian. Like,
That's the reason why
he can play it off as a joke, but
Nigga said I'm gonna get every braid I ever wanted. Nigga had the AIs. Nigga
where
had the
this
mysticals.
nigga like, but like the shit like.
Yeah, this
like
shit,
nah.
It looked cringe. It looked kind of cringe to me because, like, bro, I want to cut that shit so
Yeah,
bad,
like,
bro, like,
let
that shit go, bro.
Let it go.
Yeah, I tell my brother do that shit, bro. Like, nigga, yeah, go ahead. You might as well, nigga. Shit, get that Chico Bean, grow some braids or something.
That shit not. That shit.
Keep a hat on with it, bro. That's it.
We gonna have to take that shit off, bro. You go to the club one night, but ain't no hats tonight.
I'm out.
I'll catch up, boy. Bro. I go Waffle House.
Yeah, but man, I ain't gonna lie. That was a good win yesterday, bro. We gotta need that shit. Good confidence builder for the team, man.
Where y'all think DeMarcus Cousins gonna end up at?
Did he go back to the Lakers? It only makes sense.
Lakers or Clippers?
I feel like if he don't go anywhere but the Lakers, he wasting his time.
What about Brooklyn?
Dead that.
I think that's dead.
Dead that.
After this little Harden shit, I don't think.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Leave that shit alone.
He need to go to LA.
Yeah.
He can start instead of Marc Gasol.
I want to know why the fuck he left. That's what I want to know.
Man, DeMarcus Cousins just needs it. I don't know, bro. I wish the best for this nigga every season. Like, I want to see.
No, he's not a bad player. Like, he's a likable guy. It's just I don't know.
This shit just don't work out.
Yeah, the last few years of injuries did sideline him. So, but he outside of that, he's a good nigga. It's just
because that nigga could give you 50 and 20
easily.
That nigga that had a couple 50-20 rebound games, bro. Like, how you feel about Draymond comments regarding the treatment of players?
He was right for the most part.
I don't like the Andre Drummond shit. And I don't like the Blake Griffin shit. Because like he said on the flip side, if a player choose and he don't play or none of that shit, then, he'll get crucified for that shit. But teams have been doing that since the beginning of time. Like, if them boys looking for a trade partner, them boys tell them boys, like, hey, just sit down. So I should stay home, nigga. What the fuck I'm coming to the game for to sit down?
Y'all let me come all the way
and I got to be professional with that shit? Nah.
That happened to Harrison Barnes too, though.
Trade it in the middle of a game now.
That's nasty, dog. That's nasty.
And he's supposed to just
sit on the bench.
Deal with that. Take that shit, bro. That's why I'd be like, in most circumstances, bro, them players, at the moment a player asks for a trade, bro, get it done. Get it done. Because at that point, anything after that, I feel is warranted, bro. Because y'all do the same shit. But if you feel like a play at that moment, an organization decide they're gonna trade a player, you're gonna tell that man, yo, just come to the game, but you ain't gonna play.
Right. But it shows the shady side of the business, and it shows the shady side of the organization that's not going to grant players their wishes. You know what I mean? Why would I want to go to a team where if it doesn't work out, I'm locked in this contract? They're gonna try to hold me.
I do see a trend of the teams working with players on a preferred destination.
Right.
I have been seeing that, so that's good to see that. Like, even when they had reports that if Beal wanted to get traded to a team, Washington would work with him to get him to that preferred location. So I mean that's good. But outside of that, yeah, like Drummond shouldn't have to come to games and sit down. He want to play. That's the thing. He want to play. Blake Griffin too. Like these dudes want to play, but you gonna tell them, nah, just sit down. Damn, bro. Like that can fuck with a nigga psyche.
Real talk. Real talk.
Especially for the nigga who still want to play. I just feel like that shit there was just wild, bro. When I saw that Andre Drummond shit, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, okay, you want to transition, move in Jared Allen, but at the same time, too, this nigga still give you 20 and 20. So y'all just don't give a fuck.
Get Blake Griffin out of Detroit, man. He got to go.
Where does Blake Griffin go?
Lakers.
Nah. He don't need to go.
He can be a body down there for them. They need rim protection.
They
do.
out.
They come to Miami.
What use do y'all have for Blake though? I'm just saying because the Lakers need rim protection. He can be power forward center sometimes.
And we need that for Brooklyn, Boston, Lakers, Clippers, any team that we're gonna come up to. We're gonna need that, bro. I like the rookie that we have. He has some growth to do though. But I'm saying for now to add to the equation that we have now, building off of what we did last year. We need that shit. I can't lie. Maybe I just.
What's the difference? Because y'all got the same team. Like so.
That's what I'm saying. But adding another bigger piece because we could not match up against the Lakers.
But it's like, even without a bigger piece last year, even we talking about regular season, like y'all still was winning games. Like now it's like a complete drop off from last year. Like
I don't know, bro.
Granted, the bubble situation with that was like more leading into the playoffs, but it's like. I don't know, man. What y'all going to the playoffs like a 5 seed or 4 seed?
5.
All right, so
Yeah, we y'all see this right now.
Back there.
yeah, y'all like a 7 in it.
Yeah, we deep back there.
I don't know though, man. Like,
Boy, we hiding y'all, boy.
I know.
where y'all is?
We 9.
Damn. So what day is like 11 or something like
They
that?
10.
We back there.
Damn.
And the Hawks, oh my gosh. The
Yeah.
Hawks was on fire beginning of the season. These niggas is 12-17.
Yeah, the Hawks was supposed to be a 5 seed. I had them being a 6 or 7.
Trae Young's supposed to be an MVP candidate along with Luka.
Niggas don't talk about Luka now.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck he got to start over Dame Lillard in the All-Star game.
Even he said, I thought Dame was supposed to be starting.
No, Dame definitely supposed to be an
Dame
All-Star
supposed to be
starter.
All-Star.
And he's looking like an MVP candidate this year.
No, man. Niggas don't want to talk about Luka now. Luka got the Mavs stinging it up. They ain't want to talk about that.
Is Dame the most clutch player of this era?
Clutch.
That was a conversation on Undisputed.
He up there. Who else really clutch like that? Like in this era, like
They even was putting him there with Jordan.
nah, not with Jordan. He clutch though. Like I've seen him in games with shots. Like I've seen him. I wouldn't mind. Like the thing is, like he wants to take that last shot. So if it's a situation where he's not running from that situation, like he's gonna, he's gonna put it all on him.
I don't feel like he is. I don't think he's the most clutch player.
No,
of this
that's why I
era.
say he's up there, but I don't think he's the.
I don't think there's nobody who is. To be honest, I just think that spot is vacant. I think certain players just have moments. I don't think there's one said person that's the most clutch player of this era. Can't say it.
Why we don't have a clutch player for this era?
I haven't seen it.
What would you have to see to give somebody that?
Like a Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. There's nobody I can say who's been more clutch than those two players in this era. I can't say it. Honestly. I'm just being real. If you can name me somebody.
I'd have to say Dame up there though. If I had to name one person, I'm not gonna say he is because I'm trying to think like, because a lot, like you said, a lot of players have moments, so they have to be in the conversation. Like
that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just a big pool, maybe. But in one specific person,
like you got Dame, you got Steph,
Steph, Ron,
you got KD. That's why I say they got to be in the conversation. Like that's why I say I don't know who would it be. Because I've seen clutch from each one of them. Like But who out of all of them, who's been the most consistent with that? That's the question. Like I said, like
This is a question. I'm not saying it matters. Can you be the most clutch without a ring?
it looked better if you clutch on the high stage. Like Kyrie hitting that shot over Steph, LeBron getting that block in them key moments. You know, LeBron doing what he do, like when any finals he's in when they've won and it's been a close moment.
And that's the thing. Clutch is not just a shot thing. It's other things.
That's
that
what I'm saying. It's
go into
consistency.
it.
Like it's you don't. It's not
Stops.
a shot that just stops.
Like Jordan steal on Malone.
Yeah, like
before the shot.
that was clutch because if they had scored, they would have been down. They would still been down. So it's like it's not. It's more than just shots. It's multiple. Yeah, it's different plays that go into being clutch. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm Butler interception at the 1 yard line. That was clutch.
I didn't see Bam had some big blocks at the end of games. He probably ain't got no shots. I see some big blocks from Bam, but I wouldn't put him in that pool. But I'm just saying, that's why I say I think it's just like a collective. I can't say it's somebody who's separating themselves from the pack. Because you beat clutch without a ring?
Like I said, it looked better. It looked better when you clutch on the high stage.
And here's my thing. I hate, dog, clutch points is the most useless stat of all time, bro. Like that last 5 minutes in a 5-point game, because here's my thing. Regardless of the points that you may score within that 5 minutes, if you lose, what does it matter? So because you scored the most points in a 5-point game with under 5 minutes, that makes you clutch? I want to know who came up with that shit. Like, I don't get it.
Advanced analytics.
That shit is crazy. And I think Harden's number one on that list. The Harden, Dame, and KD. I'm like, bro, none of that shit don't really matter at the end of the day if you don't win. That's how I look at that shit. But I don't think you could be necessarily... I mean, you can, but it's just like, you don't got at least one ring, so can I really call you that? I don't know. The Bucks done lost 6 straight. I know it's the NBA. I think a losing streak can happen between like 3-4 games if you're a real great team. But when you start hit 6, it's like...
With a 2-time MVP?
Off the heels of back-to-back.
I don't know about that.
They fucked themselves.
I don't know about
They
that.
fucked themselves, man.
Hey, man, put it like this, man. Even if they don't get nothing else out of that deal they gave Giannis, man, he'll still be in his prime.
Giannis gonna ask for a trade with 2 years left on his contract.
Yeah, he'll be 30. He's still in his prime. He'll be all right.
He's gonna ask for a trade when he approaches 2 years left on his contract. If they don't have a championship, he's gonna ask for a trade. I'm just letting niggas know that right now.
I'm just gonna say it. They're not gonna have a championship, so he might as well just go ahead and ask for that trade. Like, they're not getting no ring, bro. Like that team is not a championship team. This is not.
Do they even make the Eastern Conference Finals?
No, not this year. Nah.
I got Boston and Brooklyn. You see, Sixers, I still got to see a little bit more.
Shit, I got the Sixers getting in there over us. The Sixers playing better ball. They're just playing better ball.
I can see that. I got Embiid as my MVP right now.
Like, I would keep it honest. Like, we're just not good this year. Like, we're not playing good basketball at all. Like, we're just not.
I don't know what it is either.
We play down too much, bro. Like, we
play down the competition.
We play down too much, bro. Like, we show our hands way too much. Like, we do. We
feel
really
like
do.
you was a walk in and beat a team.
Yeah, like. Nah, nigga, you gotta play every night,
team the
bro.
same.
Yeah, play every night, bro. Like just because you think a team's sorry, that's them be the teams that whoop your ass that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when it comes down to it, like I feel like Tatum is the best player on the team. Mm-hmm. I just feel like Tatum don't realize he's probably one of the best players in the league. When he understand that, I feel like that's when shit will change for him.
You feel like JB feel like that?
JB feel like he's the best player on the team? Yeah, he plays like it. Rightfully so. He plays like it. Like for us to have them two at the same time, we're supposed to be in a different situation. That's just how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when Tatum realized that, when Ainge stopped fucking up these trades, we supposed to have Miles Turner. Like, not saying that we supposed to be in a different situation just based off having Miles Turner, but we look better. We'd have looked better. And Like Kimba, my man's, but he gotta go, man. Like he just not a fit. It just don't work. Like some shit just don't work, bro. Like he's not working with us. Like Jeff Teague, you gotta
So if
go.
he can't work at Charlotte, he can't work at Boston. Where does Kimba fit in at?
I don't know. He could have worked. He could have worked in Charlotte. They just didn't want to pay him. He could have worked down there. Like the nigga, that was his
I thought they
team.
did want to pay him. I just thought he wanted to head up to Boston.
I don't know.
I think he did want a chance to win.
Yeah, well, he deserved it, but at the same time, like when you get the chance, like what are you
I
going
think
to
you give him another year, man. I just think with y'all reaching the ECF last year in 7-game series, I just think you give him another year, man.
All right, we get to the ECF. You come back. You come in to play in the ECF. Granted, you weren't completely healthy. I'll give you that. But this season right here,
He's not been playing good.
You took the time to be healthy to come back. You didn't start this season,
No, he didn't.
so like you took the time to come back, and you're still stinking it up, bro. Like what we talking about now? You know what I'm saying? This is what you wanted. I just don't get it. Jeff Teague, this nigga shooting like 20% from three. You gotta go.
Oh my god.
He's like
20%?
He's like in the 20s and for 3-point percentage. You gotta go. You gotta go, bro. It's not 2012 no more. You gotta go. Damn. And I like Jeff Teague, but it's just shit not working, man. Like I feel like our guard play is holding us back.
I can agree with that. Damn. We'll definitely see, man.
And it's crazy even saying that because like we get rid of Kimba, who the fuck we even replace that nigga with? You know what I'm saying? Do we give one of the young niggas on the bench a chance? Will we be in a better situation with that? Who knows?
Should create All-Star next Saturday.
They got the slam dunk competition at halftime. That shit ghetto as hell, bro. Like
This shit dumb, man.
this
They
shit
should even
stupid.
had it.
Like they
should had
like
it.
pull a plug on this.
Pull a
dumb
plug
shit,
on that shit, man.
Like this shit don't make no sense. You motherfuckers gonna do a skills challenge, then the game,
It did
halftime slam dunk competition, then the rest of the game. This shit's stupid, bro. It's a reason why this shit was on two separate days, bro. So now y'all have no problem doing this shit with the skills
Packing
challenge
it all
and packing all shit in. But what if like so you mean tell me there's gonna be no fucking no Rising Stars challenge? That shit gone. So what's the point? Like what we doing? We gonna have the Mellow Ball. We're not gonna have a Rising Stars challenge with no Zion, no Mellow. None of the young niggas. We're not gonna let them go off in no game. But we got yeah. None of these niggas gonna get a chance to showcase. But we just gonna squish a whole dunk contest in the halftime. That doesn't even make sense. That don't make sense. That's a couple hours within itself. So what are we doing?
Money hungry.
How do you even put a dunk contest at a halftime show? That don't even make sense. So this shit probably gonna be
Super
what?
jokey.
Is this shit gonna be 2 rounds?
1 round, 3 dunks each.
Like what is this? What is this? This some carnival shit? Like what's going on? Bro, that money, that check not that big from everybody else, bro. Like, at some point you gotta be like, bro, like, shit just don't make sense, man. Like, it really don't. Why are we doing all shit in one game? Are they doing the same format from last year as far as like the scoring of 81 or some shit like that?
Adding up the scores and then full court they get to.
I mean, I had
that
no problem
game
with-
was fire.
That was fire. The game was fire.
It ended on the free throw, but it was fire.
It was fire, but still, everything else they doing around the shit is fucking
like
stupid.
you said, that's the reason why you have it on 2 separate days.
Yeah, like this shit's stupid, bro.
Matter of
Like,
fact, the Rising Star Challenge was on Friday.
yeah.
Celebrity Game Friday.
Yeah, there was 2 games on Friday. Saturday is like the
big
skills
events,
night. Skills night.
3-point.
Sunday you ended off with the game. But why are we doing all this shit in one day? This shit's stupid, man. The only
In Atlanta.
people really gonna benefit from this is the club promoters. That's it.
What Corona?
Everybody got a party in Atlanta. Though. I've seen
Corona?
I seen the flyers. Future got one. 2 Chainz got one. Pooh Icy got one. Gucci got one. Niggas about to get a bag that weekend. But it's like the game. This shit about to be trash. How the fuck do you do a dunk contest at halftime? How? I'm gonna watch it just to see how they handle the metrics with this. Like, how do you do this? Shit doesn't make sense, man.
We got anything else, man? Before we get up out of here,
Do we talk about the actual like the lineups though for the All Star?
they still got to pick their team, but the starters is Kyrie, KD, Embiid.
So they have to start no matter what.
Yeah, they just gotta. You know, they do to pick
The pool.
they pick from the pool. So it's KD, Kyrie, Embiid.
LeBron not picking Kyrie at all. We already know that.
Let me see. I can pull it up.
Because it's KD and LeBron. They the captains again, right?
No, Giannis and Braun was captains last year.
All right. Oh yeah, rightfully so. Rightfully so.
All-star starters for the West: Braun, Curry, Luka, Kawhi, Jokic. Then East is KD, Kyrie, Beal, Giannis, Embiid. Those are the starters. They announced the reserves on Tuesday.
Okay.
I know Zach LaVine better be on that bitch.
Zach should be on there.
Facts.
Was Zach an All-Star last year?
No.
He should have been All-Star last year too.
Hamidou had another 38 piece last night. Yeah, so we'll see what the reserves looking like on Tuesday. So that's it, man.
Yeah, I'm good, man. The NBA fucking ghetto as hell. Biden, you fucking owe us. You know what I'm saying? Ted Cruz, you out of pocket. Should have got stomped out in that airport. You know what I'm saying? Adam Silver, when it comes down to it, man, white people tripping again, man. They tripping again, bro. Like,
Big time.
big time. But what's new, man? So like we say on every episode, if you hear anything that gets you in your feelings, you feel some type of way, always remember,
We just some messages.
we out.